The clamor to review the constitution gained momentum this weekend with a section of Jubilee allied MPs joining in the push to amend the constitution. Proponents of the review argue that Kenyans are overrepresented and the economy can no longer support the wage bill.
Out of 3 trillion ambao Kenya itatumia mwaka huu, 1.5 trillion nusu yake ni mishahara, maua, mandazi, sijui kusafiri huko, mambo ambayo hayakusaidii wewe.
Tunahitaji 47 counties in our small country. In our small country, do we need 350 members of parliament?
The only thing I would have changed, but not soon, is the number of people in the parliament.
Wanasema wambunge ni wengi, senators ni wengi, MCAs ni wengi, counties ni mingi. Mimi nataka kukataa hiyo.
Timothy Njoya, a human rights crusader and a retired PCA minister who was a key figure in the clamor for multi-party politics, however finds the push as ill-advised.
We need to reduce the size of the county governments. Maybe we could have only 8 regional governments, and we have the capital of Nairobi to be under the national government, like what I had proposed in the past. And in that way, it will be like in America, the District of Washington, which is part of the national government.
It is a school of thought supported by Amani Coalition leader Musalia Mudavadi, who says the economy is currently struggling to support such a process.
We will not be ready to go to a referendum until we have the economy sorted out. And we will not be ready to go to a referendum until we have sorted out the IEBC. That as we now are desperate and are hopeless, then we are being given false hope. And now men and women in leadership of my nature are talking about a referendum. Could that be a diversionary element and hope? They want to run away with the speak of referendum so that we forget about the tax burden for the Kenyans.
Kiambaa MP Paul Koinange, who doubles up as the chair of the Committee on Administration and National Security in the National Assembly, however, says there is need to amend the constitution to give the presidency more autonomy as well as change the status of Nairobi from a county to an administrative unit.
Democracy. They have a right to adjust to this constitution. But at the same time, for me, at this moment, I would say that this constitution is so child. It should be let to mature.
But as the debate over the proposal intensifies, politics appears to have taken center stage amid claims that the ongoing clamor could be employed by a section of the political class to claim some stakes in the political equation ahead of the 2022 general election.
One of the changes required, I don't want it. It's about distributing executive powers, which is actually meaning 3-4 tribes now want to dominate this country. Competition for one is much better than if you are competing for 3.
We have talked within and without of people trying to remove the clause of a two-term president to make it a lifetime president, and I want to request the church and all the Kenyans of goodwill to resist.
Don't misuse amending the constitution because you are unable to score political goals. If we must amend our constitution, and when Kenyans decide to do so, when the time is right, it will be to better the lives of common mwananchi.